So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Happy Friday. Come on in. Oh my God, let's do this thing. Broadcasting once again with a podcast broadcast right here from beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. We're just down the street from the Daytona International Speedway, and just a little bit over there is the world's most famous beach, and at my feet is my dog, Levi. He's right there. So what's holding you back, huh? What's holding you back? I mean, there's something you want. Pretty much all I do. I mean, we talk about change and transformation all the time. It's kind of what I do. Anybody comes to me with any kind of coaching, it's typically because they're kind of stuck someplace. Something's not right. They want to change it. They need to find a way, need a roadmap, a fix, whatever. That's what's it. So what's holding you back from change? We're going to talk about that a little bit today, give you some ideas, and have a fun Freaky Friday, if you will. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. We kind of coined that slogan about 20 years ago. It still works really well. But what we do every single day is encourage you to stand up, take a step, and repeat until you get what you want. That's it. I don't have any other way. I mean, honestly, I just don't. That's just me. That's just me. And I got it from my mom. It's just this perennial optimistic attitude. No matter what gets in the way, I'm like, oh, well, okay, that's stuck. I can't do it anymore. I have no idea what to do. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I get an idea. That's me. And so, yeah, I do that. I did it just the other night. I said, honey, I have no idea what to do. I had a little project I'm working on. I literally said, I cried like a baby. Well, I didn't cry, but it sounded like a baby. I had no what to do. And she says, you'll figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, I know. That was it. So that's what you get today. You get me figuring out and then giving it to you. Is that awesome? My name is Scott. Good to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, by the way, motivationtomove.com, all things me. If you want a first step to figure out what to do with me, or the next step, if you want to hire me, or you want to get me speaking with you, or you want to do my coaching, or whatever you want to do, I don't know. Just go to motivationtomove.com. That's where you find my stuff. It's not fancy, but it give you what you need, okay? Which is the most important point. Every Friday, I ask a question, how do you want to feel? So this is my command to you. The commander's intent is this. My objective is for you to have control over your emotions. Are you ready? Sure, stand up. Let's do this thing. I shouldn't do that. I was never in the military. I'm not allowed even to pretend I was. But I have played a military guy on camera, Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan, a long time ago, and I got to shoot a submachine gun. A story will be told on a later podcast. Never told that one before. Wow. How do you want to feel? Seriously. Answer me. It's not rhetorical. How do you want to feel? That's the question you should ask yourself. When this podcast is over, do me a favor. Trust me on this one. Just go with it. I'm going to give you a break, okay? When it's all over, just take about 60 seconds to say, hold my beer, hold my coffee, hold whatever it is, take 60 seconds to yourself, say, how do I want to feel? Take a breath, relax, let it flow into you. And I promise you, within the first couple of seconds, something is going to flow into your mind. It's going to be good. And capture that and say, okay, let's go do it. So what's holding you back? What's holding you back from the change you want to have in your life? I was sitting at the dining room table of a friend of mine. We were solving the world's problems. She's fun. Her name is April. She trains movie dogs. She actually owns Duke from the Bush Beans commercials. And does a lot of cool stuff. Hang glider, pilot friend, the whole thing. Solving all the problems of the world because gosh knows pilots can do anything. And if you don't know a pilot's a pilot, just wait. He'll tell you. They can solve any problem in the world. They're trained to do that. And she said to me, Scott, what are you talking about on tomorrow's podcast? So I said, I really haven't thought about it yet. I figured I'd figure it out on the way home, about an hour drive. She said, why don't you talk about people who don't take big chances and they stay in their comfort zone for their entire life? Whoa. Now she's an adventure freak. I'm an adventure, not a venture freak. No, I'm not. I'm a little shy of that. I'm not the real thing. I'll play along, but make sure it's safe. Why don't you talk about why people don't take big chances and stay in their comfort zone for their entire lives? My mind was an instant review of my life. I remember that all areas of my life because I had stumbled a lot before I had to get out of my own way. Have you done that before? I remembered conversations with clients over the years on the topic of life leaps. But before I could say anything about life leaps, she says, I know what it is, which is kind of what she does. I mean, she kind of, and she asks the question, she knows the answer. She's trying to stump me and she's going to interrupt me and she's going to out-guru me, okay? And I'm not a guru. I know what it is. People get so comfortable with what they built and they don't want a chance losing it. Their money, their time, they wonder what their family will say. I was listening on television the other day about the statistic that most criminals are criminals before they're 40 years old. Why is that? They had nothing to lose. When you're a kid in your 20s, leading up to that, you can do anything. You get nothing to lose. You get married, you get a career, you get assets, you get money. Suddenly, you got a lot to lose. Why would you get out of your comfort zone if you have a lot to lose, right? And suddenly, you become an empty nester. You get college paid for. The kids are off and running. The house is too big now. You got some money in the bank, and maybe the job's not so good anymore. Hey, Scott, can you help me build a side hustle? Leverage my expertise. I said, really? Is now the time? Yeah, I ain't got nothing to lose. Is there anything else? Yes, everybody gets scared and freezes. I'm like, but I've earned and learned to push through my fear and go for it, as long as I'm mostly sure I won't lose what I built. That's kind of it. She's just learned to do it, right? She's learned to get through the fear, as long as she doesn't lose what she's built. That's why we talk about all the time, building a peaceful foundation on the present side of your life, and building a peaceful foundation of where you want to go. Do that first, and then you could build your bridge to get there. In other words, that way you don't lose what you built.
You have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
I don't want you to lose what you built. They talked a bit more about what it takes to make change and the change you want in your life, and kind of came to three conclusions, because as a good motivational dude that does a podcast and teaches people how to do this kind of stuff, everybody knows we've got to have a lot of acronyms and probably three conclusions, the 3-step plan, which you'll find on my podcast show notes as well, because that's just the way it is. It's the law of the podcaster. When you have a growth mindset and believe that anything is possible, you can do anything. Holding on too tightly to what you have sends the wrong energetic message. You have to be willing to expand, and you will. Now, for you universalism people out there, you universal thinkers, you get me right now, don't you? He's talking that law of attraction stuff, huh? That law of abundance stuff. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He ain't saying it, but he's talking it. Busted again. Next, as a human, you will never be comfortable gambling on the very thing that allows you to dream. The solid foundation that takes care of your personal needs is the very reason you want to self-activate. Maslow's hierarchy of needs taught us that, right? Your foundation must be strong and remain that way. The very thing that allows you to even think about self-actuating and going for your dreams scares you to go for your dreams. Oh, life is weird. You know, when they reinvent humans, they need to make a change in our mind with that, right? Finally, fear. I just had a thought about that, but would it be cool? Tell you what, let's all get together. I was going to say, let's get together and reinvent humans. But I think Elon's trying to do that, isn't he? Boo, Elon. Finally, fear will always be present when beginning a new adventure. The cure is knowledge. When you know what you have, you will see a path forward and have prepared as much as possible for your journey. And you will find yourself willing to go for it. When you've built that peaceful base, that solid foundation from where you are today based on what you know you have and know what you want to keep, and now you dreamed a little bit and you set a plan in place for where you want to go, you're going to go do it. Change will not be scary when you do that. Okay, I take that back. Change is scary. It's scary no matter what. It really, truly is like, oh, hope this works. Let's go for it. But if you set yourself up right, it works. And that's what I said. My friend April, very, very true adventure kind of woman. And she's a very safe person. She's a pilot and she's going to be that way. But she's just a little more on the edge. She flies hang gliders, all right? I mean, I have a rule in life. I don't fly an airplane without an engine. I mean, that's a basic rule. I don't drive a boat without an engine. I do not ride scooters. I ride motorcycles. You get that here, right? We all have our rules. Anything is possible when you protect that foundation and respect the challenge and honor the dreams that are whispering in your soul. And they're going to keep whispering until they get snuffed out. And I don't want you to be the one to do that. Everything Me is at motivationtomove.com. Your next steps are there. If you want to pursue anything more with me, that's where you find it. Have a great weekend. It's been fun. I'm going to see you Monday right here. We'll do it again. Daily Boost.